Hi folks, it's Andy. Hope you're having a fantastic day. A quick and informal video to introduce the brand new 2021 model Victory Bogu set. It's amazing. So we first saw the Victory on KendoStar a couple of years ago, a very, very popular brand that's original to us. It was very, very popular with our Japanese customers. It was a super comfort, very lightweight, not quite jisengata, but it was lightweight. It was a great all-purpose, all-round Bogu set. And we've been asking ever since it was discontinued earlier this year, when is it coming back, because people loved it so much. Now, I'm delighted to introduce to you the new 2021 version of the Victory. As you know, you've probably seen the tag before. Many of the top players in Japan have been seen sporting it, All Japan champions, stuff like that. This new version is one that we actually collaborated with some of the police officers in Japan, some of the police kendo teams in Japan about the specification on. We wanted something that was comfortable, that was lightweight, protective, especially as there's new regulations now in Japan that makes so that the Bogu makes sure that it is properly protective, and the Victory is perfect for fulfilling all of those criteria. Now, the first thing you'll notice when you look at the brand new Victory is it's got a full orizashi futon. Can you see that on the camera there? Both the reinforcement and the actual futon is made of orizashi fabric as opposed to regular cotton fabric and an orizashi reinforcement. This is really just aesthetic. It just makes it look kind of monotone is not quite the right word, but it just looks kind of cool and understated. I really like the look of it. It kind of looks a bit darker. I really like that. It's got a really understated but cool, refreshing look. And while we're on the looks, you'll see that the version I'm holding has got this beautiful dark brown kazarito, and this is repeated on the ago, of course, on the mendare. It's on all of the Bogu. On the kote, we'll look at the kote and the tare and the do afterwards. And it's got this beautiful design on the ago with these kiku design flowers at the bottom underneath the dot stitching. Now, what you'll see is if you look on the Victory product page, is it's actually available in 3 colors. You've got this beautiful dark brown color, my personal favorite. You've got black if you want something more sort of traditional or mainstream. And if you want something a little bit more exciting, we've got a beautiful Tetsukon color as well, which you can see on the product images. I'll show you on the video as well, so you can see it next to this one. Also, now talking about the features of the Bogu set, as well as this beautiful orizashi futon, what we have with the Victory is a wonderful type of stitching. Now, this stitching we originally saw with our Shinobu series, this kind of hybrid stitching where you have 3 rows of 3mm stitching, and then what you have is you have a 6mm gap between that. Okay, and what that does is it means you get the wonderful durability of like a tighter stitched Bogu, but you get these cushions made by those wider gaps. This obviously boosts the protection. If you look on the inside of it, it's a bit hard to see on the video, but you'll see that it's got these bumps that are like these wonderful cushions. So it's great at protecting you from strikes, as well as being durable and very, very moldable. Okay, so you get the moldability of the tighter stitching as well. Look how cool that looks like. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. If you want to look like an All Japan champion, this is a great set to choose, I tell you now. Also, the mengane, we used an IBB duralumin mengane. This is something we use across most of our Bogu sets on KendoStar now. It's the best one, in my opinion, because it's got the perfect balance between being lightweight and also super durable. It's made of the duralumin, which is aluminium alloy, which is nice and light, but the top 2 bars are reinforced for extra strength where it gets hit the most, okay? Instead of making the whole thing out of titanium, which would make it super heavy, you get that nice lightweight feel, but you do get the durability, okay? All of the finishing on the men, on the tare, we'll talk about the tare as well in a bit because it's a little bit special, is done with this beautiful synthetic deerskin, which looks really great, and it really contrasts well with the orizashi on the futon. Okay, so that's pretty much it on the men. It's a beautiful beautiful Bogu set, but let's start and have a look at some of the other parts of the set. So here we have the new Victory kote. This is where the Victory journey all began. Maybe, 3 years ago now, we first started with the Victory kote, before it was a full Bogu set. Before the full Bogu set came along, we had the wonderful Super Comfort Victory kote, and they were so popular. And this is the new evolution of them. Essentially, you've got that same wonderful orizashi futon with that same hybrid stitching with those wonderful cushions. So it's nice and protective, very stiff futon. It's nice and protective, but well cushioned. As you've seen, it's got this beautiful bleached genuine deerskin palms. This is my favorite material for palms. That's why you'll see we use it on a lot of KendoStar Bogu sets, because I just love this. It feels so prestige. You get a nice feel on the shinai, and you get that nice durability from the deerskin that comes with that, of course. But you don't have that aroma, I would call it odor, from the smoked deerskin that you can get with other sets. It's not something I'm massively a fan of personally. I do prefer this sort of softer touch of the bleached deerskin instead. As you can see as well, the colour of the Kazarito matches the rest of the Bogu set, and what you have is this yakko here. This is a synthetic leather yakko on the kote here that protects the forefingers, and this is of course where the kote rub together when you're in Tsubazeri. So although it maintains the orizashi finish, so it's nice and lightweight, quick drying, flexible. These are brand new, never worn them before. Look at that. Although it maintains that, you get that boosted durability from that yakko there, okay? And I think it looks really cool as well. Really beautiful kote. Not much more to say other than that they're absolutely amazing. Okay, next let's talk about the door. As standard, we get this beautiful 50-piece black gloss door, synthetic door. You obviously have got a choice of colours, but what I really want to talk about is this beautiful mune. Can you see that? Look at that, beautiful. It's a synthetic leather, synthetic deerskin mune there, which has this beautiful matte finish. And I just think that matches with the whole sort of feeling of this Bogu set. You know, the kind of, because it's got that orizashi futon, that double orizashi futon, it's got that beautiful sort of matte, sleek look about the whole thing. So when it all comes together as a set, it just looks really nice. Of course, the Kazarito is the same colour, so it matches the rest of the set. As I said, you do get a choice of colour. We'll have a look at the colour choices in a minute. But that beautiful Kiku design is also repeated on the door as well. And of course, this Kiku design colour matches the colour that you choose for the Kazarito, okay? So it is a kind of signature feature of this Bogu set, is this beautiful mune design. Beautiful door. Like I say, it's a 50-piece synthetic, but you do have the choice to upgrade that to different colours if you prefer. And finally, we have the tare. I did say that there's something special about this tare, and it is a beautiful tare that is finished. Not only does it have this beautiful double orizashi construction, but it's finished with this wonderful fukuro nui style. Okay, can you see that? Normally you have this edging leather extends all the way around the tare, but on this one, this is much like a more traditional tare, like from years and years ago. They used to finish the tare like this, but it's much harder work to do it this way. But what you result with is a much lighter, much more flexible tare. And because of that wonderful stitching that we use, you can see as well how easy it is to mold into a wonderful shape. It just looks so cool. Nice, flexible Myobi, sorry, I forgot the word there, which also features diagonal stitching at the sides. It's a bit hard to see because of that matte texture of the double orizashi futon, but it's sort of diagonally there, and that just helps it fit to your body a little bit more. Otherwise, beautiful design, matching Kazarito, of course, as with the rest. Now, let's have a look at those other colours of the Kazarito. Okay, so as I showed you already, this is the beautiful dark brown colour, and it is available in a sort of standard black as well if you want something that's a little bit more mainstream or doesn't stand out quite as much. And again, that wonderful Kiku design, not sure if you can see it, that wonderful Kiku design is in a matching black colour. Now let's have a look at the Tetsukon colour. And here we are, and this is the Tetsukon colour. That's beautiful blue colour, sort of petrol blue colour. And there is the black there, so you can contrast it against it. And again, you can see those Kiku designs are matching. Of course, that's repeated across the whole set. So if you choose this set in dark brown, you get the dark brown colour on the whole set. It all matches. It looks wonderful. If you choose the black, you get it matching in black. And if you choose the Tetsucon, then of course it's this wonderful colour as well. You'll be able to see the full sort of comparisons on the product page as well. We've got full photos of them all. And other than that, that's basically it. The new Victory 2021 model now available at KendoStar.com.